welcome everybody to another round of World of Tanks subscriber replays. My name as always is Maxwell, and today's first video is from the user Razor Storm. That's Razor Storm, and he's driving the Su-85 on a standard battle on the steppes. Su-85 being a tier 5 tank destroyer for the Russians, and it looks like he's got the mini derp cannon fitted to this thing. So if he's able to get the side armor or the front armor, indeed, of any of these lightly armored tanks, he's going to be able to pick himself up some massive damage. The good thing is, even if you don't get a penetrating hit with these derp cannons, you still do a significant, well, not always significant, but you do still do some damage to the tank. So watching something with a derp cannon, always a little bit fun. It always brings a bit of a smile to my face seeing these things dish out some serious damage. So you can imagine the kind of replay that we're about to watch now. It's pretty damn entertaining, so just enjoy. Razor Storm going to be heading over to the left-hand flank straight away. He's only got this T-34 and KV-1 with him. Most of the team actually opting to camp around their own cap circle. You see there is a small contingent of tanks making their way up the right-hand flank. And that M2 Medium and Cruiser Mark IV actually looks like they've caught the enemy off guard there. But the rest of the allies, like I said, camping in and around that cap circle. So this one might be a little bit of a difficult fight. Does have the support of a KV-1 in front of him, and in a tier 5 only battle, KV-1 is a difficult tank to shift, to say the least. Spots out a Crusader here. I think the Crusader might have had his tracks taken off. I didn't realise what the danger was going to be. And Razor Storm just takes him out with a single shot. Finds a Panzer 1C here. Reload time of that derp cannon a little bit too long, and the Panzer 1C is able to get behind this rock here. Unfortunately caught between a proverbial rock and a hard place, as he's got a KV-1 on one side and an Su-85 on the other. Tries to make a run for it, but Razor Storm just able to reload and take him out, no problem whatsoever. Does spot this KV-1 in front of him. His ally blocking his shot just a little bit. As we saw there, didn't get a penetrating hit, but still able to do over 100 points of damage to that KV-1. His allied KV-1 is taking a little bit of a pounding, so he's decided he's going to have to drop back behind this rock. Gets a lovely hit on that KV-1 there, not only taking his track out, but also doing some hit point damage. So just going to try and keep him pinned behind this rock here. If he can consistently put damage onto the tank whilst keeping his track knocked off, this is going to be, it's going to set him up in an excellent situation here, because this KV-1 is going to be able to do nothing in return. Unfortunately, just missing that shot there. Luckily for him, though, the KV-1 has decided to switch his attention to the allied KV-1. He's turned his turret to face him. One more shot, and that is kill number 3 now for Razor Storm. So there's just this Chi-He hiding behind the rocks, but all the guys who went to this flank are still here, as you can see, the KV-1, T-34 and himself. So really, there's not going to be much this Chi-He can do. As you can see, the KV-1 just chasing him from one side. The allied T-34 not really wanting to get in his face too much, as he's only got very low hit points himself. Does spot a T1 Heavy. Was going to go for that Chi-He there, but just realised he was going to expose his rear armour to that T1. Nice shot there, taking out that M4 as he comes in to try and take out this KV-1. Got to be careful here, because like I said, he's got a T1 Heavy tank behind him. He doesn't really want to leave his rear armor exposed too much, but it looks like the T1 is concentrating way too much on the KV-1, and that is kill number 5 picked up on the Chi-He there. Didn't stand a chance. Even if he didn't penetrate the armor, that was going to be enough damage to take him out. Trying to find a weak spot on the T1 Heavy. Gets through the side armor, 300 damage. Kill number 6. So Razor Storm has just absolutely wrecked face on this flank. The KV-1 doing the tanking for him, taking the shots, taking the damage, while Razor Storm just sits behind him and just picks off people, doing huge amounts of damage. Does find a Marder 2 here. Marder 2's got to be careful if he doesn't manage to get into cover in time. He is definitely going to be a one-shot, and a one-shot he is. Kill number 7. Now they're going to move further up this flank. As you can see, the allied team not fared particularly well. They are getting defeated on that right-hand flank. Game's still fairly even at 10 kills to 9, even though Razor Storm picked himself up 7 of those. The rest of the team not really doing too well. Can't really say much about the KV-1 here. I mean, he's done his job as a heavy tank, which is to absorb the shots and take the attention. Finds a medium 3 and kills a medium 3. That is kill number 8. Now the enemy team on the right-hand flank are going to have to do something about this push coming in here. Got a KV-1, a DW2, and himself here. And enemy team going to see that he's got 8 kills. So really, those guys on the left-hand flank should really be heading back right about now. Finds the M7 Priest. Misses his shot because he rushed it a little bit because of that Cruiser Mark IV. Spotted on top of the hill. Got a little bit of damage finally onto Razor Storm. Looks like the KV-1 does indeed take out that M7 Priest in the end. Going to see if this cruiser pokes himself out, but no, the KV-1's able to take him out, so he's finally getting himself some kills, that KV-1. Getting a little bit of recognition for the hard work that he's been doing. Now we've got this BDR Gib and this Chi Nu. Not bothering with the cap, going to go down, try and take out all remaining survivors. Going to speed this one up a little bit until we get back into the action. Just trying to pick off a quick shot on the BDR there, but it looks like he's behind a couple of rocks. So this one not going to be a particularly easy shot. He's really going to have to get in there. And that DW2, who's done absolutely nothing for the entire game, decides that screw everybody else's good game, I'm going to cap. Enemy team also deciding to go for a cap. Lines up his shot on the BDR, takes it, and, oh, so unfortunate, bounced that one. Now, what he's done here is he's switched to premium ammunition, but what he doesn't realise is that premium rounds, if they don't penetrate, they don't do any damage whatsoever. Able to get some damage on the Chi Nu. What he really wants to do here is just switch back to high explosive rounds, because at least then they're going to do some damage to this BDR. But it looks like he's found a weak spot on the side of the BDR there. Gets a good hit on him. Takes him out for kill number 10. So absolutely awesome game there from Razor Storm. Picking himself up a monster 10 kills. 2 and a bit thousand points of damage. And single-handedly winning this game for his team on that left-hand flank there. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Stick around because as always the score screens and another game are coming right up. And our second replay of the day is from the user Cranky Prof. That's Cranky Prof, and he's driving the T-34 on a standard battle on the Sand River. T-34 being a tier 5 medium tank for the Russians. Being in a tier 7 game in a tier 5 medium tank and not a particularly fast one. Well, it's reasonably fast, but it's not going to set the world on fire. It's no Cromwell, let's be honest. Is going to be pretty tough going, especially with the gun that he's got. Does have a very good rate of fire, but as you can see, only 112 points of penetration, only 85 damage. But with some of the lightly armoured targets that the enemy team has, may be able to get some work done here. Not quite able to get anything on that looks as the SU-100 just snatches that away. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can achieve here in this tier 5 medium in a tier 7 game. Normally you would expect these medium tanks just kind of to be cannon fodder and get eaten up by those larger tanks. We're going to see exactly what he's able to do. So we're going to be heading to this northern flank immediately. Going to try and offer some support to that 3001D there. Does find the side armor of a KV-1S. While he doesn't have that much penetration, KV-1S doesn't have that much armor on its side either. Has his shot and misses there. KV-1S going to try and get some damage on him as he backs away. Should be able to get some through the cupola, through the top there, but not quite able to pick out that target. Just wants to be careful as a KV-1S, if it gets a very good roll, may be able to one-shot him. So got to play this one smart and careful. KV-1S still looking in this direction. He's not going to be able to see much of him. Now, if that was the KV-1S bouncing on the T-34, I'm going to go ahead and say now that Cranky Prof's the luckiest guy in the world. It's not very often that a KV-1S will bounce on a T-34 there. Still got his commander's hatch exposed just about across over the top of the terrain there, but still not quite able to put any damage to him. A little bit unfortunate, but he does keep eyes on him. So at least the rest of his team are going to be able to come through and do something, able to get a nice shot. Now he's able to put damage on that KV-1S, and once he's taken out, they should be able to have free reign here. Does find a Sherman up on the cliff. The 3001D hasn't been faring too well by the looks of it. The Sherman should have started falling back a lot quicker than that, but the rate of fire of this T-34 can often take people by surprise. May not have the best penetration or damage, but it does have a very good rate of fire. Finds the T-25AT here, and there's going to be nothing he can really do frontally against that thing, and he just wants to take cover out the way of that huge cannon that he has. So just going to back off now and wait for some allies to maybe come up and offer some support. Does want to try and keep eyes on him though, because he does have to kind of play a bit of a scout role, considering he's just a tier 5 medium here. A little bit unfortunate to miss that one. Doesn't miss that one. Oh, and the Sherman falls down the wrong side of the cliff, gets himself taken out, and that is a kill for Cranky Prof. Able to take out the E8 Sherman there. T-25AT looking this way, gets a huge hit on the T-34 of Cranky Prof there, taking more than half his hit points off. Going to have to play the rest of the game pretty carefully. Looks like artillery shells landing quite quickly around him. Heard a couple of them come in there. T-25 just going all in against this A-44 now. Looks like he's not too bothered about trying to take out Cranky Prof in the background here. Cranky Prof takes out his track, and that allows the A-44 to just continue circling him and then take him out. So a lovely bit of teamwork there. Now the rest of them are going to head to the top of this hill. Artillery shells still landing. Enemy team's got that Bishop and that GW Panther. Got to be careful of the GW Panther, because that thing's going to be able to just wreck people's days. Although, to be honest, nobody around here has really got the hit points to survive a hit from either of those artillery pieces. So really got to play carefully. But once they get to the top of this hill, it looks like the enemy team doesn't really have anything else in this area. So if they spot people out like this, should just be able to lay some fire down into the enemy base. It has a quick shot at that Hellcat there, and then picks him up for kill number 2. Finds a Nashorn here. Luckily, the Nashorn doesn't have much armor to speak of, and he picks up a quick kill number 3 there, and a little bit of damage on that SU-100 was that? I think it was. But the AT-7 is able to finish him off. And that was very quick there. Once the hill fell for the enemy team, it was just a case of everything just coming together, a shitstorm of bad luck there. Once they'd lost the hill and lost the high ground on the southern flank as well, it was just a case of everybody rolling in and taking advantage. A little bit of a replay bug there, not showing the correct aiming of the gun. Oh, nice. Able to set the AFK KV-1S on fire, and he's able to pick up a huge amount of damage on him, over 300 points of damage, and picked up kill number 4. He's done a good amount of damage considering the amount of damage that this gun does. I think we said it was about 85. Can he get something on this Panzer Soufflé? Yes, he can. That is kill number 5. Can he secure a Top Gun medal? So it is it's 85 average points of penetration. Oh, finds the Bishop sat in a ditch. There's going to be nothing he can do. He turns himself around, but I'm pretty sure he's already fired. Couple more shots, and he should be able to take this guy out and pick up kill number 6, and a very, very well-deserved Top Gun medal for Cranky Prof, driving a T-34 medium tank in a tier 7 game, and really doing some good work there. So awesome replay from you. Thank you very much for sending that one in. Don't forget, guys, if you've got yourself a good replay, please send that in to replay@screenreality.com. Link for that is in the description. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a like or favourite, stick a comment in the comment section below, letting me know exactly what you thought. And if you're not already, please consider hitting that subscribe button for more content like this in the future. I've been Maxwell, this has been World of Tanks, and I will catch you guys next time.